Day 608 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again another day, another LeetCode problem where we're doing daily LeetCode problems. And today we have question number 66 plus 1. The difficulty level is easy, so you already know we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as possible. But before we get started, y'all, don't forget to like, hype, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you need any new Apple AirPods, go ahead and check out that link in the description so you can get you some. Now let's see what the question says. You are given a large integer represented as an integer array digits where digits of I is the ith digit of the integer. The digits are ordered from most significant to least significant in left to right order. The large integer does not contain any leading zeros. Increment the large integer by 1 and return the resulting array of digits. All right, y'all, so that sounds simple enough, but let's go ahead and take a look at these examples anyway, just to make sure that we are doing this problem correctly. So in example 1, we have our input digits equals an array of integers 1, 2, 3. So it's really like we're working with number 123. Boom. Our output is an array of integers 1, 2, 4, which is really like 124. Boom. So the explanation says the array represented as an integer is 123, right? So that's this right here. So we're just taking this array and we're removing the commas and the square brackets just so it's represented as an integer. So in this case, after doing so, we'll be left with 123. Then it says incrementing by 1 gives 123 plus 1, which equals 124. Thus, the result should be an array of integers 1, 2, 4. So, boom, this is the integer we're working with, and we want to add 1 to this integer, and then after we add 1, we want to turn it back into an array of integers. So, it says, like it says right here, increment the large integer by 1 and return the resulting array of digits. So, after we increment 123 by 1, so we would say plus equals 1, that's going to give us 24. Now, once we get this 24, we need to turn it back into an array, and after we turn it back into an array, it'll look like this. Boom. So that's how we got this output right here. Now, just in case that didn't make sense, let's take a look at example 2. Example 2, same principles apply. So in example 2, we have the input digits equals an array of integers 4, 3, 2, 1. So as an integer form, that would be 4,321. Boom. The output is an array of integers 4, 3, 2, 2. It says the array represents the integer 4,321. Incrementing by 1 gives 4,321 plus 1, which equals 4,322. Thus, the result should be an array of integers 4, 3, 2, 2. So once we increment this by 1, we'll get 4,322. Once we turn this into an array, we'll get 4, 3, 2, 2, boom, and that is our output. So just in case that didn't make sense and they want to throw a trick question our way, let's take a look at example 3. So in example 3, our input array of digits is just 1 digit 9. The output is an array of integers 1, 0. Explanation says the array represents the integer 9. Incrementing by 1 gives 9 plus 1, which equals 10. Thus, the result should be an array of integers 1 and 0. So in this case, they give us 9. That's all we got. We increment it by 1. That's going to give us 10. Once we get 10, we got to turn it into an array. So it'll be 1, 0. And thus, it looks like this at the end. And that's how we got this output from this input. Boom. So now that we understand the question, y'all, let's get into the fun part, the actual solution. Solution is not that difficult at all. So let's get into it. Now, the first thing we need to do is we're going to make a mutable copy of the input array since the parameters are immutable. So we could just come right here, declare a variable called digits, set that equal to digits. Boom. Then we need to iterate through the array from right to left or least significant digit first. So we're going to say for I in, open up the parentheses, 0, dot, dot, less than digits dot count. Come outside of that, we're going to say dot reversed, and we're going to put the parentheses and open up the brackets. Boom. Now we're going to add 1 to the current digit. So we're going to say digits, square bracket I. Come outside of that, we're going to increment it by 1 by saying plus equal, sorry y'all, plus equals 1. Boom. Then if the digit is now less than 10, then no carry is, we don't need to carry anything, so we can immediately return the updated array. So we could just come underneath this and say if digits, square bracket I, come outside of that, sorry y'all, is less than 10, we're going to open up the brackets and we're going to return digits. Boom. Digits. Boom. Now, if the digit becomes 10, we're going to set it to 0 and continue to propagate the carry to the left. So we'll just come underneath this if right here, and we will say digits, square bracket 0, square bracket I, and we're going to set that equal to 0. Boom. Now, if we exit a loop, all digits where, if we exit the loop, all digits were 9, so we need to prepend 1 to handle the final carry. So we can come underneath this, and we'll just say return 1 return square bracket 1 plus digits. Boom, y'all, that should be all she wrote. So let's give it a run. Make sure it runs properly. It's accepted, so let's go ahead and submit it. Make sure it's still accepted after we submit it. Let's see. And look at that, y'all. 0 milliseconds beats 100% of users. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see, y'all. So, with that being said, I hope y'all learned something today, and I hope to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.